Doctor, I heard Sam had been wounded, but I thought it was superficial, something about his leg.
That's not his leg, Colonel. It's inside him. His best friend died in his arms only a few hours before the armistice was signed.
Yeah, I know.
He's feeling a terrible guilt. It's as if he were personally responsible. Even his promotion to major didn't help. If anything, it made it worse.
What proposals? Indeed. I have not brought any proposals, no proposals whatsoever. A silence ensued. The German delegation became confused und gespannt.
Yeah, I'll bet they did.
What? What?
I said I'll bet they did.
Please, Major, much more enthusiasm.
Lieutenant Chrysler.
Oh, Lily Marlene, she found me. Good morning, Herr Lieutenant Newman.
Back in the sack, Lieutenant. Come on.
I love the way you say that.
Yeah.
Easy, Lieutenant. This is not a battle zone.
Now, that's no way to treat a war hero.
War's over, Lieutenant. Take it easy. In you go. Take it easy. Okay, good. Is he any better?
Oh, I can get him to laugh if I really press him, but no.
Thanks. And how are you feeling this morning, Major?
Good enough to be sent home, ma'am.
Never mind that. You think you can make it down the hall to the lounge? You got company.
Oh, male or female?
Little of each.
If it's all the same to you, I'd just soon stay right here, thanks.
On your feet, Major. Hibernation's over. Spring's a-coming. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. Next week, the mile run. Colonel.
Oh, Sam.
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm glad to see you on your feet.
Thank you, sir. You keep at it long enough, you can master anything.
Oh, Sam, I'd like you to meet my daughter. This is Tommy. Tommy, this is Sam Damon.
I'd say we'd met before. About 3 weeks back, Mount Brigney Field Hospital.
I was afraid you'd remember. I was very rude, Major. Tired and overworked. I'm sorry.
No, ma'am, it's me who's sorry.
No, please.
Now, wait a minute. I don't know what you two are talking about, but it seems that both of you are sorry you met. Oh, no, we can't have that. Oh, my goodness, no. Here, give me your hand. Sam, Tommy. Tommy, Sam, right? Tommy says to Sam, how are you, Sam? You feeling okay? You fine? You say, yes, thanks, Tommy, thanks. How about you? Tommy to Sam, thanks, thanks. Now, Sam, you know, some of us are taking places down the coast to kind of unwind before we all kind of scatter to the winds. And Tommy and I would like you to join us there.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you both. But, I can't.
Why, you have some plans or something? Is that it?
No, sir.
Well, I'm afraid that we can't take I can't for an answer. Now, the doctor says you'll be able to travel the end of the week, so I'll pick you up on Friday.
Sir, I really...
Better be careful, Major, or he'll make it in order.
Yes, ma'am. In that case, I'll volunteer. With pleasure.
Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Take care, huh?
And that, Ma, is how I got roped into 6 weeks of loafing around the Mediterranean. Well, it wasn't all loafing. We were there about 3 weeks when Court Massengale got the bright idea of putting on a riding contest. I think he wanted to do some showing off for a little lady, and to tell you the truth, I had a little gal of my own down there I wanted to impress. Well, I wish I'd have known what I was getting into, because that horse riding sure wasn't anything like the riding we do back home. Anyway, Court wished me luck. I wished the horse luck, and off I went, bum leg and all. I shouldn't have bothered.
Major Samuel Damon.
As usual, Court was there with champagne to unruffle my tail feathers, which were considerably ruffled. So were my feelings. Tommy Caldwell was not only unimpressed, she was gone. So much for showing off.
How about that? He was out of range before I even saw him.
Yeah, you're just out of practice.
Yeah. Suppose you give it a try, huh, Sam? Here.
No, sir, I'm afraid I've had too much practice. I'm just here for the walk.
Hey, legs doing a lot better, huh?
Feel so?
Good, good. And you'll be leaving us like Saturday morning, right?
Yes, sir.
Back to the farm?
Yeah, I expect.
Mm. You know, I'm sorry that we didn't give you a good time, Sam. We didn't.
Oh, no, sir, you have.
Oh, come on.
Time's been almost too good.
No.
Maybe that's what's eating at me.
Uh-huh. Because you're alive and Devlin's dead, huh? Sit down. With me, it was John Michael Calloway. I used to call him Johnny Mick. You like that? He was my friend. My very, very good friend. We trained together, fought together, bunked together. We did just about everything together. We were real close. We even made corporal together on the same day. Can you imagine that? On the same day. First thing you know, we're down in Cuba, raising holy hell with the Spanish. Oh, I tell you, it was... You know, all that time, we used to make plans. You know how two people do. We made plans about what we were going to do later. We were going to get ourselves a small cattle spread in Oklahoma. We had to figure out the payments, of course, first. We had that figured out, though. And one day, I got hit. And old Johnny, he comes crawling out there, dragged me out of the line of fire, and he got hit. Worse. Much worse. Well, I did a lot of thinking then, whether I should go back and go ahead with the ranch sort of on my own, sort of kind of keep the faith. The more I thought about it, it just didn't make sense, because he was gone and I was no rancher. Then's when I realized what I was. I was a soldier, like you, Sam. You're a soldier.
Well, they don't need soldiers now. It's over.
Over? Oh, man, you've been marching in too many parades.
Sir, they're whipped.
Oh, we whipped them, all right, yeah. They were humiliated, dishonored, and we took away everything from them, even their pride. If you whip a man and you then reach down, take his hand, and lift him to his feet, you know what can happen? He can be your friend.
Sir.
But if you whip a man and then hit him and keep hitting him and keeping him down, chances are you're going to end up fighting again.
You saying it was all for nothing? All those boys. My boys. They had to have died for something. Toward the end there, I even forgot why it was we were fighting. I grew up thinking it was going to be something else. But I hated it, Colonel. Hated all of it.
Not all of it, Sam. Not all. Oh, look, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, war is a grimy business, and maybe nobody wins. But somebody has to teach those kids. And God help us if we leave it to the gold bricks and the incompetents. Or even worse, to the killers, like Merrick. Think about it.
Delighted at news of your engagement. Stop. Happy for you both. Stop. Looking forward to seeing you on the 12th. Love, Mother and Dad.
Hold it. Afraid you're the one who'll have to hold it, Court. At least until February.
Dexter.
Now listen, in honor of our upcoming wedding, to which you're all invited, and which none of you will attend, unless you happen to be in Cos Cob, Connecticut 6 weeks from now, you're all invited to the bistro this evening as my guests. Wedding presents and sobriety are not required.
If I get a hold of you.
Stop it! Courtney!
Emily.
Go take a cold shower. God.
I just took a cold swim. It didn't do a damn bit of good. Where's your uncle?
The senator is out.
Out? Terrific. Let me help you get dressed.
Easy, lover. What the hell? Let's go inside.
Uncle Paul? Anybody?
Well,
I beg pardon, madam. Am I being propositioned?
you bet your brass buttons you are, dearie.
What would Mother say?
Not a blessed thing as she passed out politely on the floor. You cooled off.
Just trying to keep the cork in the old bottle.
Gotta break it open sometime.
Emily.
What's that all about?
What if your uncle comes back?
Court, he's gone for the day. All day. Look, if I've suddenly sprouted a mustache or something, tell me, but don't avoid me.
I'm not avoiding you. It's just that
It's just that what? I mean, what was all that outside? Just a game?
we were having a little fun. You took me by surprise. That's all.
Oh, well, I'm very sorry. Next time I'll keep my feelings in check.
Emily.
Never mind, Court.
Emily, I was only thinking of you.
Of me, Court? The real me? Or maybe what interests you in Emily Palfrey isn't really Emily Palfrey. Or maybe you're just a little bit afraid. Court?
I'll pick you up at 7.
Court, what is it? What did I say?
Hi.
How long have you been standing there spying on me?
Well, I wasn't really spying.
Well, the peas are going to be washed. Don't you worry.
A little dirt never hurt the flavor. Mine?
I said I was going to wash them.
Keep them fresh while you're shelling.
Thanks.
Yeah. Maybe I can show you a little trick there, Tommy. Might save you a little time on that pile.
I'm doing just fine, thanks. Sam? Yes?
What?
Did you say something?
Well,
Yes, I think that was it.
yeah. Well, I was wondering if maybe tonight you'd, like to go off down the beach and, go someplace nice and, maybe get something to eat.
Why?
Why? Well, well, I couldn't help but notice your face out there this afternoon when Court and Emily announced their engagement. I just figured that maybe...
How did you do that?
What?
The peas, what did you do?
Oh, yeah, these, just take your thumbs and put them on the pod like that. You just press down and there you are. Peas.
Wait. Thumbs here, right?
Yeah?
Now I press?
Just press.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, what were you saying about Court and Emily?
Well, I just figured if you were, disappointed about the engagement, and not that anybody knew you were, sweet on Court. I mean, I sure didn't. But, well, maybe it's gonna be hard for you tonight, you know, going to the bistro and all. Maybe you and me could go someplace else.
Why, that's the nicest invitation I've ever had, Sam.
Well,
But Court and I are just friends. He doesn't mean...
Tommy?
Emily, what's the matter?
Oh, it's Court. We had a fight. One of those stupid things. I called all over to find him. Grace Lowry said she thought she saw him down on the Rue de la Mer.
Yeah, we're gonna do it one more time. We're just gonna do it one more time.
Anyone get out! You get out! It is not so pleasant when it's your face, brave American young man. Just get away. Stay away.
Hey, leave it alone!
You keep out of this!
Et tu, vous êtes un chien!
Get out and call the gendarmes!
The gendarmes!
Yeah, you do that, lady. Tell them we're having one hell of a party down here, and they're all invited.
C'est un chien!
Yeah, you too, Frenchie.
you all right, Court?
Get out. Stay away!
Let's get out of here.
We do not want your kind here.
Thanks, Sam. I think they meant to kill me.
That's all right, Court.
I caught that tramp going through my wallet. Had to belt her one.
You gotta watch him.
Not a very auspicious way to get ready for an engagement party, eh?
Well, that's none of my business, Court.
Sam, You think we could keep this just between you and me?
Hey, I found him down by the plaza picking daisies.
Merci, mon ami.
Tommy.
Here, Dad.
Oh, my, you look beautiful. But you know what? You are going to be stealing the whole show from the bride-to-be.
Not so. I won't be there.
What?
Sam Damon. I think he's invited me to an assignation.
Oh, really?
If you disapprove, speak now.
Yeah. I'll, convey your regrets to the other people, all right? Huh? Love.
I'm not keeping you up, am I? Hey, over here! Do you do this in battle, fearless leader? You must drive everybody bats.
Yeah. Sorry, Tommy. Guess I'm pretty lousy company. Just never learned to make a lot of small talk and chit-chat the way Court and those other boys do.
Well, in case you hadn't noticed, we've been chit-chatting for the last 8 hours. The sun is about to come up, and my dad is probably scouring the countryside with an '03 Springfield.
Well, I guess we better go then.
I guess we'd better. Sam, you've been mumbling to yourself for the last 2 hours. I don't know what it is you've been trying to say, but whatever it is, I wish you'd say it and be done with it.
How'd you feel about marrying me?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam.
It's all right. I guess it did sound kind of funny.
Oh, I feel like such a fool.
Well, how do you think I feel? Well, we've known each other, what, 4 weeks now?
3.
3. I figure if two people love each other, that, well, you don't measure that with a pocket watch.
No, no, you certainly don't.
Come on now, Tommy, ain't that funny. Ain't that funny either. The answer's no, just say so and we'll forget about it.
Oh, Sam, now you listen to me. What I thought you were going to ask me is if you could kiss me. And then I was going to start a whole thing about how, well, a girl doesn't kiss just anybody. Unless, of course, that anybody is somebody. And then I was going to figure out a way to get you to propose to me. But that was going to be a couple of weeks from now.
What do you want to waste a couple of good weeks for?
Oh, I don't. I truly don't, sir.
Hold on a minute now.
Now you hold on. Where does it say only boy gets to kiss girl, huh?
Now, wait a minute. There's something we gotta talk out. I'm not going back to the farm.
Is that it?
Well, yeah. Seeing as how you feel about the Army and all. Fact is, I'm thinking about staying in.
Well, I knew that weeks ago. Even if you didn't.
You don't mind?
Shut up and kiss me.
I'm sorry we couldn't wait, Mom. But you know us Damons. When we make up our minds to a thing, that's it. Anyway, I didn't want to give Tommy a chance to change her mind. She sure didn't like the idea of my staying in the service, especially since I'm getting busted back to my permanent rank of first lieutenant. But she's gonna make a go of it. It took me a while to face up to what happened to Dev. And I'm gonna carry a piece of that with me wherever I go. I'm not sure why he died. Why any of them died. But the Colonel's right. It's coming again. And it's scary. That's why I'm staying in. To help make sure we're ready. And next time we've got to be ready.
You're kidding!
It's all in who you know, lady.
And I was prepared for another tour with you and the BOQ and me in some rooming house. How did you do it?
Just flash this beautiful bar at them. They rustled up their finest accommodations.
For a first lieutenant? Sam?
Well, the billeted officer did say the place might need a little fixing up.
How much fixing up?
Fact is, they were getting set to tear the place down. I said, no, sir, we'll take her. We'll make her do. Anyway, I always say you get out of a place what you put into it.
Is that what you always say, Sam?
Let's go. Watch your step.
Guess we won't need the key. Oh, Sam.
Well, finally got a little house of our own on base.
How can you joke about it? Look at this.
Yeah. Well, the housing officer said he'd assign me a couple of men shortly.
And the walls.
Yep, about to fall down, I'd say. Yeah, the kitchen's not much better. Hate to see what they'd assign me if I was just second lieutenant.
We are not going to live here, Sam. And I'm not going to argue about it.
No arguments. I just tell them we don't want it. And we can get a camp stove, a couple of sleeping bags.
They're not going to treat us like this. You don't know, Sam Damon. I know. I didn't spend my life kicking around army camps without learning something, you know. If you think you're gonna humor me into living in this dump.
Hey. I got a terrific idea. First, we unpack the Lizzie. Then we'll go down to the PX. We'll buy a mop and a bucket, some soap and a broom and a bed.
A bed?
That's right. Then we'll come back here and we'll vote on which one to use first.
You don't play fair.
Lady, if I played fair, I'd never win. Dear Mom, well, it's been 7 weeks now since we got to Fort Hardee, and the little place is starting to look like something. You wouldn't believe Tommy. She's some kind of whirlwind. Don't know where she gets her energy. Kind of reminds me of you come spring cleaning time.
Up again.
Things for me are okay so far. I got a platoon under my command. All pretty good boys who fought overseas. One day is pretty much like the next. Only trouble so far is with my company commander, Captain Townsend. Scuttlebutt has it he's kin to some senator out west, and it wouldn't surprise me any. He spent the war shipping supplies out of Norfolk, and while he's long on brass, he's plenty short on brains.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Lieutenant. Little ragged, wouldn't you say?
They're coming along.
They're easily pleased. You know, the First Army Commander will be out here next week on inspection tour.
Yes, sir.
I expect only the highest marks for my company, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
I had a chance to review your file in some detail, Damon. I see you're something of a hero.
Just did what I was told, Captain.
Army's full of heroes. But as far as I'm concerned, the Argonne and Belleau Woods are faraway places. Best forgotten. Do I make my meaning clear?
Yes, sir.
Carry on. Oh, one further thing, Lieutenant. Are you acquainted with Captain Edward Fröhlinger?
No, sorry, sir.
You will be. He's moving into your quarters.
Move? But Sam...
Honey, I'm sorry.
We just fixed the place the way we want it.
I know that. But a captain's coming in and we're getting bounced. You know the system.
They can take their system.
Easy, baby.
Tommy, Sam, if you're going to have one of your spats, would you mind moving the fray somewhere a little more private?
Yes, sir.
Twiggy, if you're on his side, don't you say a word.
His side, Thomas? I don't even know the problem.
New captain coming on base the end of the week.
Oh, that little game, eh?
Yes, and this little lady is not playing. I've got a father in Washington with one shiny star on each shoulder.
Yeah, well, you're not calling your father.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Sam, it's a rigged game. But we can beat it.
Honey, you're not calling your father. Because if you do, I'm going to call my mom and tell her you still haven't learned to iron my underwear.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me.
All right, Lieutenant. And where do you suggest we live next week, huh? Oh, this is comfortable. Only room for one, but you won't mind, will you, sweetheart?
Given old Bird Colonel for butting in, but there is a place off base, just a few blocks from me. But it might be just a ticket, considering it has 2 bedrooms.
2 bedrooms? What do we need 2 bedrooms for?
Or for company, of course. Whatever. Whatever. Excuse me.
Tommy,
What?
why do we need 2 bedrooms?
We don't. I mean, I'm not sure we do. I mean...
Honey?
It's not supposed to be like this. I was gonna fix a special dinner tonight with candles and some music on the gramophone. And this damn place smells of ether.
Hey. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're doing a fine job here, Court. Fine job. I'm going to be sure to include that in my report.
I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that must be 10, what, maybe 11 years old?
Actually 12. But then who's counting?
Still on for tonight?
If you're free.
You lead, I follow. I mean, Washington has its assets, but for some good, clean fun, there's no place like little old New York, huh?
I'll pick you up at 7.
Yes.
Okay, keep your arms straight and follow through. Good shot.
Liar.
Mrs. Massengale, telephone.
Thank you. Yes.
Emily.
Hi.
You teaching Sergeant Selkirk how to play the game?
If the truth be known, he's pinning my ears back. You coming by?
No, I can't. Listen, Emily, about that thing at the Stacy's tonight. Afraid I'll have to beg off.
Oh?
I have to squire Colonel Avery around Big Town tonight.
I see. A little extracurricular duty, above and beyond.
Emily, it's important.
Not to me.
It's a chance to get out of this place. Avery is
a straight road to the War Department in Washington. I told you that.
The least you could do is try, Court. How about the pretense of trying? I'll even settle for that much. Court?
probably stay overnight.
Don't explain, Court. Just don't explain. Did you hear a lot of that sort of thing around here, Sergeant?
We all have our troubles, Mrs. Massengale.
Oh? And what sort of troubles do you have?
None that I can't handle. It's a question of knowing what you can do. What I do well.
Like tennis?
Like tennis.
This broad with a magnum of champagne. She comes up and pours it into his saxophone. Well, he goes after the woman with the champagne. And then just as he gets to her, she hits him with the magnum right in the knee. And then it all began.
Wall-to-wall drunks and everybody trying to be Jack Dempsey. It took the cops 6 paddy wagons to clear out the place.
Hi, golly, I tell you, we don't have that kind of fun down in Washington. I wish we did.
It'd be so interesting being down there with all those monuments. Just what is it that you do, Mr.
Smith. Harry Smith.
Yeah, Harry.
You take care of yourself.
5:30.
5:30, all right.
Your friend's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I try to be selective. Listen, why don't you take a cab home or something?
You've got to be kidding. You're going to wait around here till 5:30 in the morning?
You bet.
part of the plan.
What plan?
First thing Harry sees when he comes out the door this morning is my face.
Oh, charming. A little blackmail, is that it?
No, my darling. That would be too vulgar. It's enough that he knows that I know, and his wife doesn't.
You play rough.
Cheryl, my darling. You don't know what rough is.
You sure you don't want to come up to my house? You paid for it.
Some other time.
You are a funny guy.
Funny married guy.
Well, listen. Can you catch up to the rest of the world? Or if the old lady gives you the gate, ring me up. Okay?
I will.
First one's on me.
Yes. Hello?
Court? I didn't hear you come in.
Just arrived.
Was that the phone?
Must have been a wrong number. They hung up. I'll put some coffee on.
I could use it.
What's that? No, I don't smoke. One of the girls came over last night.
Which one?
Oh, Court.
Which one? Which one, Emily? Which one was it?
Leave me alone!
Who was it?
Well, what's the difference? I mean, what am I supposed to do? Play tennis the rest of my life?
All I wanted from you was a little patience.
Oh, God, for 3 years.
I thought you understood.
Oh, Court, why don't we just stop being polite for once and talk about it? Really talk about it, okay?
I have to check.
Well, have you ever stopped to think about me? Just once, me?
Life is more than just rolling around in the bed sheets.
How would you know? Right. You hit me again. You go ahead. But if you do, it's the last time, you understand? One more time, and I'm gone.
You won't do that.
Try me. Right now, I don't care what people will say. But you do, don't you? You need me. I mean, how would it look? Up-and-coming young officer divorced by socialite wife. What do you suppose caused it? No idea, old chum. Heard he drank. No, heard she drank. Oh, really? I heard it was something a little deeper than that. Heard he was, you know, unable. I'm sorry, Court. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll figure something out, Emily. If I have to.